It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Come on.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's now third down and 8.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Warriors 17.
To throw is DTR. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. To the right side, here's Mayer. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Falcons at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
Good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready up.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Taking it right down Broadway. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. He'll look to throw.
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown at home. Kyle Pitts,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
This defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
19 tight, 19.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Browns drive about to get started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Extra point by Cooper, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hey,
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action, now Thompson Robinson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Cleveland.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost.
Yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here you go, Jack.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And out across midfield, down
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready?
Second and 10.
Cougar 19.
Robinson up the middle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Falcons have moved out in front. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Thompson Robinson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hands it off out of...
Oh, he's ready. Lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Well, now they'll try the end around. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll go with a keeper, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 65 catch, 65 catch. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This ball down the field for Pitts.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken at the 46. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Cowboys. 18 rounded. 19.
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Unlock Lion, unlock Lion.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. This is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on first down. That is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
18, right here. Hey, smash. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's another Falcon.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing. Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to come.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. First and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards. And they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He lets it go deep for Mayer. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Going for it. Thompson Robinson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Thompson Robinson. He's going to let it fly. That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Thompson Robinson. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around.
18 Rattler.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Come on.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Here's 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Cool knocks this one through the post.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that, that can finish things off for them.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you're at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank